Hi guys, I wanted to let you know that I now have a Patreon. Now, what this is a place where I can do extra content and charge just a little bit of money to bring you guys extra things. And I'm super excited. Just to let you know, it's extra. So you will still be getting the podcast once a week. You will still be getting me once a week. But I will also, on top of that, have a Patreon account. There are 3 different levels, 3 different prices. You can get anything from early access to videos to bonus monthly videos, and then also some Ask Me Anything so we can get to know each other better in this community. I am super excited about it. I cannot wait to grow our community and be able to afford to buy good equipment, be able to afford to get merch up and running, and just to do things that I have always been wanting to do. So I thank you. You can go over to code 187 on Patreon and learn more. Thank you. Why are things so uneven when it comes to support in the community after tragedy? Why do some people get more attention, more money, more everything, while some people go unnoticed? Come with me and let's explore this.
We've got a code 187.
Some of my content has mention of extreme violence, sexual assault, and or other triggering content. Discretion is advised. Hi guys, welcome to Code 187. I am Sarah and I am your true crime best friend. Today's video is going to make a lot of people angry. It's going to make the majority of people angry. And if it doesn't make you angry, there's probably a problem. I have 2 stories for you today that were unfair, and 2 stories that you can do something about and take action. All right, so our first case is really popular. It is gaining a lot of traction and a lot of attention because of who it is. And this, I am talking about Mama Tot and her son being killed. Now, if you don't know who Mama Tot is, and I did not know who she was, but I heard a lot of people talking about her, so I did the research. She's a famous TikToker who basically gives out parenting advice, relatable content, very uplifting and happy things. She is actually a Alabama-based TikToker, and her real name is Ophelia Nichols. She has a few kids, and one of them is a 19-year-old boy. He was just shy of his 19th birthday when this happened. So her son is named Randon Lee, and he was at a gas station in Pritchard, Alabama on June 24th, and the police are investigating a shooting that happened that took his life. They do not know who did this. They believe that this was a marijuana transaction he was selling, and these people had bought from him before, that they showed up, they got in the car with him or was around the car, shot and killed Randon Lee, and then fled. Now, I have seen that they believe they know who did this. They're just, I believe, collecting evidence. So in the next few weeks, it might come out that they have a person of interest or has an arrest. But whoever did this is still out there, and this is definitely a very high pressure situation, and we need to find out who did this. Now, because this was a marijuana transaction shooting, a lot of people are slamming Mama Tot, and she has come out and said, that's my son, I'm going to support him, and no matter what a person is doing when they die. If they are murdered, it's not okay. And we see this a lot with sex workers, drug dealers, things like that. No one had the right to shoot Mama Tot's son or Randon Lee. No one had any right to do that. And so I think it's kind of like one-sided a lot in the public. People are divided on whether we should support her and him or not. However, their GoFundMe has just skyrocketed. There is a lot of people in support of Mama Tot. She has many, many fans, and it shows. A lot of people have been showing up to support her and her son. A lot of people have been spreading the word. A lot of people have been trying to find the people who did this. And she's gaining a lot of public attention. This is what brings me to my next story, because it is equally as important and it is getting absolutely no traction. And it's very, very sad. I will put all the information for Randon Lee's case, the GoFundMe, everything. If you want to check that out, I will post that below as always, as well as my resources that I use for every case are below. My next case is very frustrating, very sad, and very uneven in the media. Before I go on to my next case, I do want to say, if you have watched this much into the video and you like it, please consider subscribing and liking. That lets me know what kind of content you like and also helps support me. So if you would like to do that, please subscribe and like below, and let's get to our next story. All right, buckle up, trigger warning, this one is rough. So there was a man and his 2 kids driving to a babysitter's in the south side of Chicago. This man had a 3-year-old boy and a 6-month-old girl. He pulls over because his daughter, who is 6 months, named Cecilia Thomas, is crying. This is around 6 p.m. He pulls over and gunfire goes off. Someone driving by shoots at the car, struck this 6-month-old Cecilia, shot her directly in the head, and killed her. There was another man close that was also struck. He went to the hospital and he is recovering. Cecilia did not make it. The 3-year-old boy also, her brother, was unharmed, as well as the father. This event happened on June 24th. And we still, to this day, do not know who killed Cecilia. This is a tragedy all around. This is a baby being lost to gun violence. On top of that, you have her 3-year-old brother now being affected and traumatized for the rest of his life, let alone the father who was just trying to console his baby when this happened. I don't understand why there is not more outrage in this case. What I mentioned before about Mama Tot was she had people everywhere showing up for her. And it was because she had a following. And I'm not saying that that doesn't need to happen. We do need to show up for Randon. We also need to show up for Cecilia, because this is what gets me. This is a baby who gets shot, whose killer is still unknown, and no one talks about it. No one is there supporting the family. No one is there fighting for justice for this family. It's quiet. And I don't know if this is because this is a South Side of Chicago case and Mama Tot is more of an influencer and it's very different. There's also race relations here. There's a lot in play. And these cases are very different, but equally important. And when I go to research a case, I always go and try to find as much as I can. I try to find pictures, I try to find information upon the victim. And with Cecilia's case, I had a hard time finding pictures. And that hurts my heart that more people are not talking about the injustice that this family is going through. Her mother is out there. She is begging for answers. She has been on the news. She has done appearances, and she has said, please, whoever did this, turn yourself in because you got the wrong people. You got the wrong people. They were doing nothing. The fact that there's gun violence at all doesn't make sense to me. But a lot of times your gun violence is between groups of people and there's somewhat of a reason. This baby was 6 months old and had no reason to be shot in the head in broad daylight. And it's just so sad and terrible. And there's no outrage. Where's the outrage? Now, I have said this, these cases should be a little bit equal. I know every case is different, but we should be showing up in an equal way. And I looked at Mama Tot's GoFundMe, which she has supporters. She has people out there giving her funds for a funeral and for this family. But it is at $281,000 right now. That's a lot of money for expenses into going into a funeral and the loss and taking off work and all of these things that happens when there's a death in the family. I went to Cecilia's and I expected more. I expected a big amount. There was $2,000. So you see there's a big difference in these cases. There is also a big difference in the media. You research Mama Tot and it's just page after page after page. You research Cecilia Thomas's case and there's hardly anything. And I just don't understand. And these are the cases that I feel like I should bring to attention. So this is me doing my part. If you want to do your part, I will link the GoFundMe below. You can also just spread the word. That's all you have to do. You can go on and just share this video, a post, any post. It doesn't even have to be my post. Just a post about Cecilia's case. That will help. That will help gain some traction. Because the more people are talking about it, the more the news media is going to pick this up and the more the police will do about it. And we need to find the killers in both of these cases. There will also be numbers where you can report if you know anything or have seen anything. I will throw those in the information description box below. Just like I said, I'm just outraged. I'm disgusted. I mean, gun violence in this country is getting out of control. And I don't know the answer. I do not have the answer. I'm a YouTuber. I'm not a politician. I'm not a gun person. But if you have the answers, like, bring those in. Let me know. Because this is getting out of control. When babies are dying, children are dying in classrooms, something needs to change. And gun violence is everywhere in America, and we need to fix it, and fast. Thank you guys so much for listening to both of these cases, Randon's and Cecilia's. Everything will be in this description box below. If you would like to see another video of someone who maybe isn't getting the attention that they deserve, please go flip through my playlist. I have many cases like these. I have done this before where I take a popular case and I put someone else who needs attention with it. It's my way of getting that attention out there. I know it sounds weird, but in the YouTube world, you have to do things people are searching for. And if you follow that up with something important and something that needs to be out there, I feel like putting those two things together is gonna like really get the attention that these cases need. Maybe that's just me. I'm trying with this whole YouTube world to do better and be better. Please leave your reactions, comments, questions below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi guys, I just wanted to say I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like any of the content for Code 187, please click that subscribe button, that like button, that share button. Help us out, help us grow. You can find us on your favorite podcast platforms. Yeah, check us out on there. Give us some ratings. Tell us what you think. We're also across every social media on Code 187. So we're on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I think that's it. And of course YouTube. So please, please, please subscribe if you like our content and spread the word. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.